Here's number 9 from the Stoichiometry Unit Review problem set. This one is a slightly shorter version of finding the answer. This is actually the better way to answer this question on paper 1, but there's also a video with more details that might make more sense. This one's a little bit of a shortcut. So I know that when I'm looking for neutralization, I need equal moles of H pluses and OH minuses. So that's my goal, is looking for equal moles of H pluses and OH minuses. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick shortcut finding moles of hydroxide here. So I need to turn my cubic centimeters into cubic decimeters. I'm going to do that by dividing by 1,000. I'm going to go backwards, 123.0500 times 0.120. My cubic decimeters that I have here and my minus 3 decimeters, my per cubic decimeters are going to cancel each other out. We're going to be left with moles. 0.0500 times 0.120. What I'm going to think about is the fact that 0.5 is like half. So half of 0.120 is 0.06. Oopsie, 0.06. Half of 12 is 6. But I've got this extra decimal in here, this extra 0, so I'm going to throw an extra 0 in here. So I have 0.006 moles of sodium hydroxide, which means I have 0.006 moles of hydroxide. I need to find out which one of these choices is going to give me 0.006 moles of hydrogen. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to divide this by 1,000, 1, 2, 3. So, and then I'm going to turn that into a cubic decimeter. I'm going to multiply, means multiply, my decimeters and my other decimeters are going to cancel out. We'll be left with moles. So I'm going to think about the fact that I know that 0.125 is the same thing as an 8. So I'm going to divide this by 8, and I'm going to get 0.010, but I've got an extra decimal, so I'm going to throw an extra decimal in there. I have 0.0010 moles of H3PO4, but oh my gosh, there are 3 H's. I'm going to multiply that by 3, because I've got those 3 H's in H3PO4. That's going to be 0.0030 moles of H pluses, 0.006 moles of hydroxides, 0.0030 moles of H pluses. This is not my answer. Let's do the next one. I'm going to turn it into a new color because red is getting boring. Same thing, I'm going to go backwards. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to think, 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to think about the fact that 0.25 is about the same thing as 1/4. 0.120 divided by 4, 0.120 divided by 4, 12 divided by 4 is 3.030. It's about what I've got, but since I have my extra 0 here, I'm going to add an extra 0 there. I've got 0.0030 moles of CH3COOH. I've only got 1 H, and so I have 0.0030 moles of H plus. Well, moles of H plus. I still need 0.006. This is also not my answer. How about letter C? I'm going to divide by 1,000. 1, 2, 3.025 cubic decimeters. Now, multiply that 0.025, I'm going to think again is like a fourth. A fourth of that is still this with my extra 0. I have 0.0030 moles of H2SO4, but I've got 2 H's. 2 H's means that I've got double the moles of H pluses as I have that H2SO4. Haha, 0.0060, 0.0060. This is our answer, but let's check D just in case. Divide by 1,000. 1, 2, 3.0500. I'm going to go back to thinking about like this is half. 0.5 is kind of like half. Half of this is 0.030, but I've got that extra 0 in there. I'm going to add an extra 0 in there. 0.0030, 0.0030 moles of nitric acid. I only have 1 H, and so I have that same amount of moles of H plus. This is not enough to neutralize that. My answer is choice C.